Yeah, welcome back to Base Sunday. Joining us now is the Executive Director of the Stop AIDS Project, located right here in San Francisco. It was founded in the 80s in response to fear and concerns about the growing AIDS epidemic. This organization is now flourishing with many programs and community-based services for individuals interested in learning a lot more about the virus. Here to talk about it is Curiel Noon. Welcome, Curiel.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Nice to have you here. Well, I guess the first question is the name. You know, it's Stop AIDS Project, and that's what you guys are all about, right?
That's what we try to do. The organization was founded in the 80s. This is our 25th year of service to the community, and it was founded by a bunch of guys who were terrified of what they saw happening around them and really sort of banded together to educate themselves and each other. We started with a very community-based, sort of volunteer-driven model. You know, guys invited other people into their homes, and we called them living room meetings back then, to talk about new information that we were gathering about HIV. I mean, at the time, we didn't know much, and what little there was, we tried to share with folks who were interested.
Sure. How long have you been with the project, and why did you get involved?
I started there 3.5 years ago, and I felt as though I needed to give back to the community in a really sort of quantifiable way. You know, at the time I was an academic. I was a professor at Reed College, and I moved back to San Francisco and decided that I really needed to make an impact in the community in a way that I could actually see and feel. And the work that we do, I feel that. You know, I see clients come in with concerns and questions and anxieties about HIV and their status, and they walk out with information, with education, and they're armed and empowered to help themselves.
Well, it's got to feel good to be working in an organization where you're giving back and you're making a difference, truly.
It's a good thing. It is a very good thing. Our programs are aimed at folks who are at the highest risk for HIV infection, so we try to utilize scant resources in the most efficient way. And these days, the communities that are most infected are gay and bisexual transgender men, particularly men of color. And also we see the highest rates of new infections are among white gay men between the ages of in their 30s and 40s, which is an interesting thing.
Really?
And we haven't quite figured out why that is, but we're trying to figure it out and trying to find ways to provide programs and services to help stop that, the rise in new infections in that particular population.
Are we making progress?
We are indeed making progress.
Okay.
I mean, there was a recent report out of the Department of Public Health's research section that showed that the numbers have gone down, of new infections have gone down a little bit. And we're hoping to make more progress. The Department of Public Health has started a new initiative that focuses primarily on HIV testing and getting folks who are identified as positive into care and treatment so that they can be healthy and be less infectious to others.
How are people contracting AIDS now? Has it differed over the last 30 years, or is it the same age?
San Francisco is an interesting place. You know, the epidemic here is very different, even from Oakland, for example. I mean, in San Francisco, it's still very much a gay, bi, and transgender male problem. You cross the bay, and you're talking about women of color and gay, bisexual men of color. But here, it's still very much a gay issue, and the means of transmission hasn't changed a whole lot since the beginning.
Are people getting tested, or is there still a silent majority out there that's afraid to come forward? And I'm sure you speak to these people quite a bit.
We do. We see them. We provide HIV testing in partnership with UCSF's AIDS Health Project. We have a 30-foot mobile testing van that we drive around the city at night and on the weekends to try to catch people where they are if they don't have daytime obligations. We can catch them sort of off time. And we see them. People are being tested. There's still a lot of fear about testing that we're trying to address. We've got an upcoming social marketing campaign to talk about getting tested every 6 months and how important it is to know your HIV status and really sort of have an accurate assessment of your status.
And how do you get? Is it just a simple blood test? Is that it? Or
it's very easy. It's a 20-minute rapid test. Some of them you can do a finger stick. Some you just put a swab in your mouth, and 20 minutes later you know your result. And it's actually a much more efficient process than it used to be. I remember back in the 80s, my first HIV test in 1988, you had to wait 2 weeks to find out your result. And
oh my goodness.
It was an impossibly long time. Now, 20 minutes is really, you know, not a great investment of time or energy.
And you talked about this a little bit, but it certainly is hit the male population probably more here in San Francisco than other areas. But what about women? Do you get a lot of women that come in as well?
We don't see a lot of women. Our mission is to serve gay, bisexual, and transgender men, particularly because the epidemiology shows that that's really where the burden of HIV/AIDS is in our community in San Francisco. In other locales, it's a totally different question. You know, in Oakland, for example, you know, the burden of HIV/AIDS is heavy on women, especially women of color.
Okay, Kirill, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sharing your story about your organization. If you'd like more information about the Stop AIDS Project, all you got to do is log on to stopaids.org. Coming up, we're going to talk with someone from the San Francisco AIDS Foundation on how to end this epidemic. We'll be right back.
Experience the limited edition White Collection from Airwick. A choice of elegant fragrances like White Lily and Orchid to brighten up your world. Add a touch of sophistication to your home with the White Collection from Airwick. Looking for fragrance that lasts? Try new Airwick Double Fresh. It warms 2 refills simultaneously, filling any room with long-lasting fragrance.
Unrestrained, unexpected, and unlike any hybrid you have ever known. Introducing the most fuel-efficient luxury car